All right. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here today. This is going to be very quick. Um, I just want to talk about quickly because I was just having this discussion with someone, and what a better way to just make a video, just go live, talk about it, and be done versus having to constantly um, telling so many different people the same thing. The point is that self-check is something that's very important because when you don't do your self-check, you start thinking that um, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You can be rude to people. You can do things that otherwise you would not accept from others. So having the notion, having the idea, having the ability to self-check is not only a good practice, but it's pretty much a requirement. A requirement to have harmony in your environment, a requirement so others can truly respect you, but not respecting you while they're talking to you, and once they are gone and the respect is also gone. So allowing yourself to self-check that it may be after a meeting, after something you've said. And, we all have the deep internal instinct. We know when we are wrong. We might not choose to say so. We might not choose to talk about it. We might not choose to be honest. But deep inside, we do know when we're wrong. We do know when we said the wrong thing. We do know when we acted the wrong way. But we might kind of submerge our mind. We might submerge our, uh, I'm like losing my words, but it's like you know it, but instead of reacting on it, you rather just submerge it and act like it didn't happen. Well, that's not gonna work in relationships, whatever it may be, with friends, with professionals, with family. You have to learn to be honest. And though I understand it's not everything that you can be honest about, because it's not everyone that's able to accept honesty. You can only be authentic so many places and so many times. I mean, some people, if you were to be truly authentic with them, they probably would have a heart attack. But nevertheless, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. That's what I wanted to take a deep in, a little dive in, is just self-check. It's like no matter what you do, that it may be at a store, that it may be just a conversation with a friend over the phone, and you know it. And I was talking to someone earlier who did something who they were not supposed to do, and instead of being honest about it, it turned into a joke. It turned into, oh, you noticed this, right? And just kept moving. No, that's not okay. And I had to, schedule a talk that, like, you're in trouble with me when I schedule a talk to talk to you instead of just picking up the phone to call you. When I start texting you, like, are you free in an hour? Can we talk at 5 o'clock? You're in trouble, pretty much. Sometimes you're might not be. Sometimes it could be a business um, idea or business ventures, and not just kind of like, oh, listen, can you free? But it will be a different excitement. If you know me long enough, you will know the difference. So, yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to touch on. Like, as I said, it could be your own children at home. It could be your own child or children. I don't know what you have, or your own pet. So, since people take that, very seriously these days, it can be your pet. because you spend so much time with them. They know you very well. So you could say the wrong things to them. You could talk to them the wrong way, like get off my bed, get out of my room, you could talk in such a way that you didn't have to. Therefore, they might, do as you said, but you hurt their feelings deep inside. But instead of just saying, listen, I didn't have to say it that way, though I did. I hope, you can forgive me. Is that okay? And, of course, I understand you're the adult. You're not going to be apologizing every second for what you say. But at the same token, if you don't want to apologize every second for what you say, you got to watch what you say. Some days, my friend asked me, how do you're dealing with this and that and that? And I said, sometimes I just don't say anything. Sometimes I just watch you. And anyone who knows me, once I start watching you and not saying anything, it's heading somewhere. It's going somewhere. We're about to have to talk, But when you want your peace of mind, when you want to live a better life, there's just a way of doing so. There's just a way of addressing it. There's just a way of going about it. It's just a place. I think it's just a place. It's a vibrating level. There's just a way that you become when you want your peace of mind. Like you just don't allow anything to take away your peace, to take away I don't want to say your momentum, but somewhat. You just don't keep engaging in everything. You don't keep entertaining nonsense. It's like people in general just have a way when you don't behave the way you used to, when you change a little bit, when you're observing them, they notice. And a lot of times, some people, instead of comprehending that you're giving them another chance, they become worse. They just do worse. Last time, if they broke one, now they broke two. If they, you're still watching them, you're still witnessing everything. You just, okay. So now instead of improving, they just get worse. They just get worse. They just get worse. Until it comes to a point where it becomes unbearable. And by all means, I'm not saying just let people do whatever they want. But there comes a times when things are coming to an end. There's a way that it just reacts on you. There's, it's just like a relationship. When you know you're about to break up, you know it. It's not like they show you on TV. It must be like 100 degrees. I was trying to open my patio door and just have a moment, but I think I'm melting instead. But yeah, there's just a way you behave. It's not the little fun stuff they show you on TV. Oh, what did you do? Oh my God. What? You stepped on my cat? You stepped on my puppy? We done. It's over. And I'm out of here. And then a couple days later, come back like nothing ever happened and we're making up. No, that's not how it goes in real life. It's just like a relationship that's dying, and it dies slowly. It could be due to domestic violence. It could be due to cheating. It could be due to unbearable characters. It could be to anything like that. And there comes a point you no longer argue. You no longer want to fight. You no longer want to have any conversation. You could care less for the apologies because in your head, you've already left in your soul, in your spirit. You're no longer there. You're just there because you're making plans, you're making arrangements. But deep inside, you're no longer there because you understand a new part of your life, and you know that this is not what you want. You understand and you agree that this is not where I want to be. This is not who I want to be with. And pretty much it's the end of it. And it becomes bittersweet. It's like things that used to hurt you no longer do anything to you. They go through you, words that used to cut you no longer goes through you anymore. Those words just go through you just like a zombie, just like a ghost, rather. So, I hope and I pray that you're able to work it out, that it doesn't have to come to that. But I'm just explaining, just that sometimes people need to learn to check themselves before they lose everybody around them. Because it's like after a while, people keep telling you and you're just not listening. People keep giving you little signs of what's unbearable with you, what they cannot tolerate with you, what you keep doing over time. And it's a year, it's 2 years, it's 3 years, it's 5 years, it's 10 years. And here you are repeating the same nonsense that people keep telling you. I understand that you're not going to change for people, but when you're doing things that keeps being in someone else's way, it is something that needs to be changed. I don't know, if you go in the shower, if you like taking your shower at 4 o'clock in the morning, and every time you go in there, the concert start, it's just nobody's attending, but you're forcing people to attending by singing so loud, and now everybody becomes a victim of that unpleasant voice. I'm trying to think, sometimes people do things that are just a bit unbearable, like someone who comes to your house who sees all the shoes outside or in a all the shoes are in a place where they don't cross, they don't enter the house, they have to stay out. And then you have someone who walks in the house and goes straight with their shoes after you've told them weeks and months and years not to do that. I've seen, those commercials. Sometimes they show you the husband who walks in the home after they come from work. It could be, construction work or mechanic work or that type of a thing. And of course, it's a bit of a dirty job, if I may. And you would see their trace in the home because, a mechanic will deal with dirty oils. A construction would deal, can't talk, with all the dirt. And then they would or someone who does gardening or landscaping, and they would just walk on straight into the home, and you see the wife like one more, and I'm out. So just stuff like that. Sometimes what I advise you is that keep checking yourself, so we don't have to constantly cut each other off in unpleasant ways. Keep checking yourself. When you do something, if you have to go for an interview, you would come back and ask people, how did I do? What do you think? So do the same for yourself too. Don't allow only people to give you opinions of you. Sometimes you can too take the time and take some ideas about yourself and try to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong? How could I better it? This is your Reverend Dr. Marie Brevil. Namaste. Until next time. And I told you it was going to be 15 minutes. So that's it. Okay. I'll be missing you until then. Take care.